Hi there, it is so good to see you. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell so we can be sure to see each other again. Today, it's all about Gucci Gucci Goo. I'm sharing with you my entire Gucci collection. I love Gucci. I adore Gucci. I was surprised to find that my Gucci collection isn't that huge. Now, for those of you who've been following me, you know that I have downsized a lot of my collection. But I don't recall downsizing Gucci. Maybe a pair of shoes or something. I love all of the pieces I have, and because I don't have so many, I'll be able to talk a little more about them and even give you some odd shots. Basically what I have are shoes and bags, so let's get started with the shoes. Gucci shoes are very comfortable for me. I have a little bit wide foot in the front with a narrow heel, and this is apparently a very typical female foot, and yet a lot of the shoes are not designed for this style foot. So if you have trouble maybe with wearing Louboutins, or if your feet are just a little too wide for some of the designer shoes, I suggest you try Gucci because for me anyway, they're very, very comfortable. And you're gonna see that my Gucci shoes are worn. I wear these things a lot. So starting with, this is my Gucci pump, and this for me is a very neutral nude color for me. It's a little bit darker, but it's a beautiful shoe. I can wear it with anything. It's something that elongates my legs, and I really love the heel detail on this. I'll give you a close-up of that. Gucci has often employed the bamboo theme, and this is just a little bit of bamboo detail in their heel that I think makes it very special. I did say I wear my Gucci shoes, and these show it. Not so much when I have them on, but when they're off, you can definitely see I have worn these a lot. These are very comfortable, and while a lot of slingbacks kind of fall off my heel, this one doesn't. This I can walk around in. I have walked around in for most of the day with these. I love this snakeskin pattern. While it is sort of a nude color, it amps it up a little bit. It gives it a little bit more pizzazz, but elongates my legs as much as a neutral, just plain shoe. Here's a closer look at this snakeskin pattern. And this is having a little lifting. This may actually be snakeskin. I think it is. My final Gucci shoe is also a snakeskin pattern in this orange color that I happen to really enjoy. These I bought in Paris. Of course, Gucci is an Italian brand, and Italian leather goods are some of the finest in the world, but I did buy these in Paris. And what I really like about these, aside from the fact that they're very comfortable and easy to wear all day, is this just sort of little gold detail. I'll give you a close-up of that. It is a logo, but it's not an obnoxious logo in any way. In fact, most people probably don't even see it, but it's just a little bit of shine on the heel that I really like. And now for the bags. I have two Gucci bags. This is the first. This is my indie bag. And this bag has a lot of hardware. It has the bamboo that Gucci often employs. It has these big tassels. These tassels, they don't easily come off. You could take them off. I've never taken them off. I think that's a big part of the bag. And the tassels even have gold on the bottom. And then you have this big gold colored hardware on either side. And it just flaps over. You just open the bag by throwing that over and then opening it. And I think this is the medium indie. And it also has hardware up here with the Gucci logo. And I'll give you close-ups of all of that. So here's the Gucci logo on the handle. It has a lot of hardware on this bag. The end of each part of the tassel has a bead on it. This bag is just all about the hardware. I'll give you some mod shots of this bag. Of course, it can be carried handheld. This can go over the shoulder, and then there's even this shoulder strap. But this is kind of a 2-for-1. Let me show you what I mean. I almost never use this shoulder strap with the bag, but I do use the shoulder strap, and I do it as a belt. I think that is just a beautiful belt, and you can just put it on with a dress, and it doesn't have to fit perfectly. It can sort of slide down a little bit and be slanted. I love it that way. I'll give you a close-up of it. Here is a close-up of the strap as a belt. This is frankly one of my favorite belts. And now I'll give you some mod shots of this bag. For reference, I am 5 feet 7 inches tall. All right, here's the indie bag, and this bag does come in a larger size. I think this is called the medium. I'm not sure if there's a small, there may be, but there is definitely a larger size, and this is the medium. But it just very easily goes over my shoulder like that. I found this bag to be very, very easy to carry, and still do, but I carried this while chasing children. And then here it is as a shoulder strap. And this is kind of why I don't use this shoulder strap, is because this goes over my shoulder anyway, so I don't much see the point. But if you like your bag to hang lower, it works. I don't think this is going to work. No, see, it doesn't work as a crossbody for me. But again, this strap makes a gorgeous belt. Next up is my Gucci stirrup bag in gray leather. And bamboo detailing is one of Gucci's go-to features, but the second most go-to feature, and maybe even, it might even be more, I don't know, is the stirrup. The stirrup appears in a lot of Gucci designs over the years, and I love the look of it. It's very simple, very classic, and it kind of anchors the collection to me. I really enjoy the bags that have the stirrup on them. And this is a much more toned down bag than the indie bag. It is also, though, very, very large. This is a huge bag. There's nothing in it now. It does go over my shoulder, so it's a hobo bag, and it can be really slouchy, or it can hold a lot of stuff. I'll give you a 360 of it now. Front, side, back, other side, and there's no feet on this bag, which is the way that a hobo would normally be. Here's a close-up of the hardware. Here is the stirrup with the Gucci. Under here is a snap, a magnetic snap. And then this hardware is plain but very high quality. I've had this bag for years, and there's no chipping, no nothing. Now, as big as this bag is, it can get even bigger. These snaps come undone, and whoa, do you have a huge bag. When the snaps are undone, it gets ginormous. That's as big as a briefcase that I would carry. And I can show you the inside here. There is the Gucci logo here with a zippered pouch, and then on this side there are two small pockets, and with a Jill Maurer business card. I like that even though the outside of this bag is dark, the interior is light. I appreciate that when designers do that, because it's really hard to see into a dark pit. The lightness makes it easier for me to find my things even in a bag this huge. So now I will give you mod shots of this bag, and again, I am 5'7" for reference. And here's the Gucci stirrup bag, and this bag is so large that it would be in danger of engulfing somebody if they weren't used to such a large bag, which I'm not, but because it's neutral and because the hardware is relatively understated, I think it works well. You can carry a lot in it, or you don't have to, because this is how it looks with, this is how it looks with nothing in it. I hope you enjoyed my well-loved, albeit tiny, Gucci collection. Gucci is one of my favorite brands. I think that they're really well made, and where a lot of brands have kind of gone downhill with some of their manufacturing, and then there have been a lot of complaints about quality, I've never heard any complaints about Gucci, and let's just hope it stays that way. If you'd like any more information about any of my items, just ask me below. And don't forget to subscribe. You know I want to see you again. Bye for now.